from the tennis game. The back and forth, the names you flame, the checks you played on me to make me feel like I'm the one to blame. Was you paid? So scared of you. And God knows everybody else is too. But now you set me free. And honestly, there's nowhere I'd rather be. I wouldn't take you back for $1,000,000. Wouldn't trade this life if I had to be your slave. 'Cause modern, I know you put on your best show to make us all impressed without torture and depressed. You fell on default when you fell on the sour zest. You would never die for this. It's not what you wanted after all. Taking everything I should tell me at face value. Do I really need you? Or am I taking too much? In the end, you always make your plans to write those eyes. But the words that never run just justify the meaning. Don't know why I let you run my life. Speaking forward with a voice like mine. Failures like dominoes stacked side by side. So when we fall, we're gonna fall in line. 'Cause modern, I know you put on your best show to make us all impressed without tortured and depressed. You are. 'Cause modern, I know you put on your best show to make us all impressed without tortured and depressed. You are. Fell on default when you fell on the sour zest. You would never die for this. It's not what you wanted after all.
Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier, and today we are going to be playing Five Nights at Freddy's. Now okay, I don't remember the rest of the bit. Hi, hello. Hi, hello. Hello. The fuck is up, Chuck? Oh, Kitty! What are you doing here? You're so Portuguese. You're so Portuguese. Oh shit, yeah, thank you. I forgot to set that up. Disco. Who up, haha, discoing it. And by it, let's just say, haha, they Elysium. Oh, I'm realizing the layout for this is poor. Let me downsize my VTuber a little bit and stick him in the corner here. There we go, that's better. I feel like you can see more of the actual artistry here. We'll wait just a little bit for anyone else who wants to pop in to do so. And we'll get started. How's your day been so far, Jester? Other than the whole, like, your AC disappearing thing. Yeah, I can imagine that that would suck real bad. Last summer, we had no AC for a while, and this summer we had a day or two without it as well. Ooh, hell yeah. Are you having to like... I'm assuming you're like grinding out drops for the game, or... Dang, that's rough. Hi! Oh my god! What's up, Mad Hog? How's it going, bro? I'm glad. You know what? As days go, today was pretty alright. Hi, Fee! It's disco time! Yeah, maybe don't drink the toxic sludge. I don't think that's good for you. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. The main person I was waiting for is already here. Talking about you, sis, of course. Now, listen, it has been a while, so I have no earthly idea what we were doing last time. Okay. Let's take a look at the journal to start out with. Determined where the shot that killed the hangman came from. Titus needs to give up Ruby's location. Inspecting the traps. Let's do that. Because it's been a while, we're just gonna kind of like wander a bit while we look for these bug traps. I'm pretty sure we saw them all already. Oh, am I able to go up there? No, okay. I forgot that I got the gloves and stuff too. This is such a strange, like, part of the game. Oh, that's right, the kids who are really bad at making music, who are obsessed with music. Yeah, I did. I'm really good at mystery games, I think. Is there a setting to toggle sprint? Let's see. Controls. Nope. What a shame. Oh yeah, definitely just music. For sure. Pretty sure the Feld building was up here. I do need to adjust the, Oh! Hello, boyfriend! Thank you for the resub! There, that helped me. I need to be able to see a little bit better. So that's brighter, that's darker. But the darker is more saturated, I guess. Let's see. I'm just using a different monitor than I was before. Resubbing for when you got domed, but you need a do-over. Damn, there's no, like, way for me to make this easier for me to see. That sucks. Not too worried about it, but it's just, like, mildly hard to see. Oh, there's one of the traps. Alright, let's, check the trap.
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel set.
Oh my god,
Same
true!
mesh. Same
I'm using my
wire.
other monitor, in parentheses, lizard.
The reeds sway in the coastal breeze. They seem to be waiting for something. The wind picks up here, near the cape's end, surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal directions. Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go.
set the apparatus back on the ground among the reeds.
I say other monitor like this is mine. My monitor, for whatever reason, stopped working specifically on the plug on my wall. So I have started using my roommate's monitor instead because of the fact that mine just kind of randomly decided it stopped wanting to work. In no small part because it worked perfectly fine on my roommate's setup. Very interesting how that happens. We even tested plugging it into different spots in my room and stuff, but there's just something not functioning about it, which is really weird. Wait, this isn't the right way. Where's the cryptozoologist? It's kind of outside of the city, I think, so maybe a different one. Boathouses west of the Feld building. The boathouses are down here. If I remember right, I have to go like down and around like this. They can get stressed? You mean like the part on the computer, or? Apologies. The gummy has taken its hold. Oh wait, is it the... Hello? Weird. Some sort of bug. I think it was over here. Right? No, that's the car. There's the bug trap. Bug trap, where are you? I'm a player, not a gamer. Or wait, I'm a gamer, not a player. Players get chicks. I get bullied in school. Stoned dog desperately looks for bug traps. I appreciate bullies. The positive kind, of course. Somebody's gotta make sure that I don't just get full of myself. It's a tough job, as I'm very cool. Players get chicks, I get bullied by chicks. Romantically true. Bug trap, where are you? Oh, well here's a thing I didn't find before. It's just money, but still. Oh, there's one of them.
This is the trap Morel just set. Checking it over, he said, is just a technicality. But this trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast inside.
Another empty trap. Yep. The next one has a crab trapped in it. These are just crab traps, you do realize.
He's so upset with me. What the fuck? Kim, where's your sense of adventure? Alright, what do I have next? Where in the world do I remember the belt building being? And near the canal. Let's see. Oh, I don't have the map for this place, I forgot. Whoopsie. Oh, there's the other trap that I was looking for.
This trap's not too hard to spot, once you know what to look for. Keeping it hidden has not been a priority for the cryptozoologist. Behind you, the ruins of a residential building rise over the reeds, shielding them from the wind.
I'm
The
stone
reeds
cold,
rustle
that's right.
confidently. When this district was booming, the reeds were kept at bay. Nothing obscured the freshly painted facades. Nowhere for drunks and adventurous teenagers to hide. Now only the wind blows.
Huh.
Nothing but locusts in this trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we're done. No, I'm fine. I didn't mean to complain, it's just...
Oh. God, I love them. There's the firing squad spot. My cat is just sitting here watching me play. He's so kitty cat. There we go. Just the
It
last
takes you a
one.
moment, but finally you spot the last of Morel's traps. This one's partially obscured by the reeds. The reeds bend forlornly toward the water. Some tufts have been crushed. The broken stalks sickly pale against the darkness. In the east, the city center hums to you. The the trap feels light and silent as
Oh.
you pick it up.
Oh.
Something is different here. No locust,
Interesting.
no phasmid either, but still.
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though. Unless you see one in there. I just see an empty trap.
Huh.
Right. Anyway, that's for the cryptozoologists to figure out now. We're not cryptozoologists. We're cops.
He's sick of this side quest. Now I just have to remember where those bros are. Oh, that's right. He's back in the hotel. Huh. I don't remember if I went down here yet. I know I found... That's not the one. I think I found my badge though. Where is it? Yeah, there's my badge. I just need to find my gun still.
It's great to see you again, officer. My wife can't wait to thank you. Go on, talk to her.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you. Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude. It's
Oh.
a tie, Meskin origin. The pin is an antique, quite special.
The little silvery
Wow.
knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes.
Cool.
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
Aww.
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid
Okay,
extravaganza.
Kim, just one little cryptid, I promise.
He nods, and assumes a waiting posture. Cryptids, cryptids. Let's hear about all the interesting cryptids. Ooh, tough choice there.
No, it's the cryptid. The eight-eyed teratorn, the largest flying avian ever discovered, with a wingspan of 11.5 meters. It was thought to have gone extinct 3,500 years ago. Some even doubted the fossils were real. A mutation, they said. Until...
Mutation? All of evolution is a mutation.
Until it was sighted by renowned Gotvaldian explorer and naturalist Uwe Plattenkalk in 21.
Huh.
It happened on a botanical expedition into the vast and unexplored Oamrau Canyon in southeast Ilmara. Dr. Plattenkalk got separated from his group during a sandstorm. Alone in the blasted desert heat, the doctor wandered eastward, where man hasn't stepped foot in over 1,000 years, since the fall
Become
of
a permanent resident.
Parnassus.
True. Oh my god. Advertising.
He was lost, without any navigation equipment, and desperately low on water. After a day or two, he noticed a bird high in the noon sky. A great black bird. It seemed gargantuan. Every now and then, the bird would dive down to feed on an animal carcass somewhere on the horizon. But by the time Uwe got there, the teratorn had taken off already, and the carcass was picked clean. This happened many times.
Eat the bird. Uva. It's the only way to survive.
Oh my god.
Yes, or rather, hunting. A bird that big has a lot of blood in it, and he was dying of thirst. For many days, Dr. Plattenkalk followed the teratorn until they reached a great canyon wall where the bird finally landed to rest.
Matthew is Matthewing around. He's trying to open boxes and stuff.
The professor climbed up there with a rock in his hand. He found the bird sleeping with his head tucked under its wing, a great black pile of feathers on the perch. So he approached, slowly squeezing the rock in his fist.
Watch out.
Then the teratorn suddenly looked at him. He could see it had 8 eyes, 4 on either side of its skull, like a spider. And the man couldn't move. He was paralyzed.
Gotta let the
Frozen
cat out of
into
here.
place
He's
with the rock
freaking
in his
out.
hand. Whatever he did, he could not get closer to the bird.
Matthew is Matthewing still, but that's alright. I also got some chips because I'm a little bit snacky.
The bird was controlling his mind. It kept him from approaching. He could step back, but every time he stepped forward, paralysis. Uwe spent 3 days trying until the bird flew away. Absolutely, sweetie. Cryptozoologists have been tracing it ever since, but Wamrao is vast, mysterious, and holds many secrets.
Modern radar telemetry shows great promise. We will confirm this one by the end of the decade, latest.
This one I liked. Not only does it have 8 eyes, and is a living fossil, and the largest bird ever to live, it also does mind control.
He's sincere. He likes the audacity of it.
Sadly, yes, but there are numerous reports of 8-eyed bird skulls from Il Mara. And then there's the striking resemblance to the Pericarnassian imperial eagle, an ancient heraldic symbol that is hard to pass off as coincidence. The imperial eagle, too, had 8 eyes.
Very, very hard.
This one's very famous. Everyone knows it. People will be looking at that tie on you and thinking, that man is into cryptids. So, what else do you want to know? Cryobacter catlensis. Yes, a unicellular bacterium that was discovered in one of the northernmost points of Kotla, on the Boreal Plateau, by renowned geologist Caitlin Mijanou some 70 years ago. The bacterial colony Mijanou found had remained alive while frozen in ice for longer than anyone could reliably estimate, certainly from before recorded history. Mijanou disappeared shortly after injecting herself with the bacteria she had brought back to study, no doubt in hopes of prolonging her own life. Yes, and she's quite mad, too. After she treated herself with the bacteria, she stopped aging, but also became increasingly eccentric and irascible, so that even her oldest friends were forced to pull away. We can assume that she has been living somewhere in the wilderness for decades now, all alone except for the Cryobacter catlensis coursing through her bloodstream.
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
He nods approvingly.
There we go, we're back. Hello, everyone. Little quick snack break. All right. What's next in my journal? Which one is Morel? This one?
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law.
Oh, it's this. I can't say what I want to say about this man.
Officers.
It's this fucker again.
Sure do, officer. Of course.
It's
Again?
scary.
I can't believe this shit.
Where is Morel? Hello? Is that not the old man? Am I insane?
Nothing like the gratitude of a
Okay, there we
Tries to
go.
play it cool, remain professorial, but inside, this man is itching for some news on those traps.
Good. Okay. And? Completely empty?
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but
It just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
She's engaging in a well-known self-deception called motivated reasoning. You should correct them.
Of course, more clever.
yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locusts and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps, make them more secure.
Another trip to the reeds.
Oh no.
Why don't you try convincing Morel his hypothesis is invalid?
Thank you for the vote of no confidence, Gary. An officer. I appreciate your concern, but please leave this to the experts. Unless you have an alternative hypothesis you'd like to venture.
You're jabbing at the soft underbelly of his psyche. He realizes he's gotten defensive.
Actually, no. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachon.
Real, yeah, no, he's definitely like on all fours, eating them like a lizard with his
Heartfelt
tongue.
gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What really happened? Some kind of foul play might be afoot. Theft?
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our own.
You have your suspicions, but nothing you can form into a viable explanation.
Really, officer?
Yes, sweetie, we've already taken too much of your time.
I didn't think that was going to be a bad one. But I guess I picked the wrong option. Alright, let's see. I do have the sad song on tape. Let's do a quick save right here. Oh, am I not able to do karaoke? Damn.
Hey, was there something you...
That is a very valid reason for that.
The bed is still cold. It's not easy, but your bones are so tired from what feel like weeks of work on the case. You have to try. After what feels like hours, you feel you might be sleeping.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street.
Recorded in you forever on Ferrotape.
No, you're spinning tapes at the discotheque. The great unceasing disco of the mind. The flash. The bang. The endless learning experience. On and on it goes. For untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising. Rising above the dark curvature, the great wingspan of sleep, studded with stars.
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time, the last time, the smoke in her mouth, the plotted flowers. The faces turning, changing.
Wow. This one's intense.
It's the world, Harry boy.
Oh, I definitely need to pick up a copy
and
of Slay the
you're
Princess.
made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid
Sorry, my
you
roommate
can't
just
be
came through my
unmade
microphone.
now.
I just turned into Freya for a second. Freya, I just turned into you for a minute on my stream because Matt opened my door again.
forester, a ceaseless agent, picking up litter and old newspapers, collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
Huh.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man?
For the greater good.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off
Among
lists.
Us.
Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth. There he goes again. He's a real political animal, our Harry. He still doesn't see that it's the world changing around him.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
'Cause only love can break your heart. Beep, beep, beep! The alarm is ringing, Harry! The disco circus goes on and on! You barely slept 3 hours last night!
You can do it. It's nothing. Do it for the city. Go. Do it for the wind. Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. Solve the world. One conversation at a time.
Huh. I like that I got 3 of them. I wonder if you're really supposed to, like, I don't know, wield that many at this point in the game. I might be overdoing it a little bit with the outfit, but I'm not totally sure there. Well, it's time to see where this goes.
Good. You're up. Listen, there's something that's been bothering you for a few days now.
Ooh, alright, what is it?
It's a suspicion, or a feeling really, that things are not quite in hand around here.
Interesting.
An earth-shattering deduction from your psyche. What will those guys come up with next? Every day, things seem to spin more and more wildly, out of control.
Yeah, that's fair.
The center isn't holding. And despite your efforts to moderate and contain these energies, things only seem to be getting worse. You've got to find out who bears la responsabilité. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This isn't some kind of dictatorship. You can't simply seize la responsabilité for yourself. It must be given by a legitimate authority, like a committee. Only the most even-keeled minds in Martinaise. Your half-brother, the lieutenant, is a natural place to start.
Where are we getting half-brother from?
Together, you'll be able to discover who has la responsabilité in Revachol.
I guess he's just being, like,
if necessary, you
silly
have the
about it.
wisdom and expertise to assign it among yourselves. Most likely, your findings will be collected in a report, which will be carefully reviewed by your superiors. Once they've reviewed it, those same superiors will produce a set of recommendations to be taken up at the next meeting of the Standing Committee. Rest assured, no matter what happens, it will be done through the proper channels. Good luck. Your report is eagerly anticipated.
Let's go, gay people.
Hey, was that got the 20? Good. You got.
What'd you say? Kim and Harry, Fosest Yowie. Yeah, that's fair. I'm not complaining either way, it's all good. Oh, there's the mailbox.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front. You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud on what sounds like a couple of letters. Probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slug, Everard. You know he's going to play you somehow.
All right, let's go back to Everard. If we don't mention anything to him, he won't know before it's too late.
Oh wait, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. That's what I thought.
Mr. Dubois, every worker... That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervor now burns in your heart, too. How can I help you today? The Golden Boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry. Of course. I already knew this. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a future and proven to be a true man of the left. I can finally trust you now. You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi. We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your lost gun, nothing is off the table.
Judging from how happy he is, it looks like you did it. He doesn't appear to suspect trickery. Well done, sire. By guile and deceit, you're in.
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me, but it had to be done. An old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry, word on the street is she's a character, so watch out.
Old woman?
This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy. The one he described as terrifying.
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun
Hi,
easy to
Sark.
track. Crazy stuff, Harry. Selling your gun like that? Wild. Anyway, the neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debarders Union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building.
Waving the gun around doesn't sound good. None of this does.
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry. But she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh, and she calls herself the Pigs.
Huh?
There it is again. The pigs. Like Roy said, not good at all.
I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone calls themselves a pig.
As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. It sounds like she's unstable, but don't worry. No one got hurt. I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this. Now, back to the fun stuff.
She will be there from 2200 hours till 0200 hours.
More fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do.
Order it. You know my men didn't kill him. They told you. It was a happy accident. You know how it is. No one takes the initiative. If I wanted him dead, I would have had to do it myself. And I'm too fat for that.
Oh my god.
Why a war, of course.
And what do you have to gain from it?
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war. Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1, and that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off 2 men, or 15 men, or even 50 men. The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries.
He's trying
The
to, like,
leftists hate
start
them,
a
the
real
fascists
socialist
hate them,
republic.
Even the moralists think they're in bad taste. Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or, in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait. Is that when you still pay them something? Because we won't do that.
Oh my god.
We're not gonna give nothing. We're gonna take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're gonna take all of it for the people, and fuck Wild Pines.
So that's why you haven't let Joyce in?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her asshole. She has no
That's
chance.
crazy.
Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have a significant head start.
Jeez.
It's already happening. No idea. Could have been his own mother for all I know. If you ever find the guy, give him a big fat kiss from Everard Clare. couldn't have done it without him.
He really doesn't know. A guy, huh?
I don't. I told you it could have been his own mother. I'm pretty sure it wasn't anyone from the Union. Maybe it was the mob. Or maybe he killed himself because he was a closet socialist. Truth is, I simply don't know.
He really doesn't.
That's really wild.
Great, Harry, great. I think we have truly built a bridge between Martinez and Jamrock today. We have united the RCM and the Debarders Union. This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open.
That's wild. What a fucking trip.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer had and
Damn.
as it's always been. It's impossible to open a container with the rhetoric. Maybe you're losing your mind.
Oh my god, come on. Hello? On occasion, it will just stutter out like that. I wish it wouldn't, but there's nothing I can do about it. Oh, I have a skill point I can level. Cool. I don't know what I need it for right now. There's a skill point you need to help succeed the dance with Kim, but I'm not sure what that is.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man.
Wait, who the fuck are you?
That's one brutal motor carriage.
Oh my god, his fucking name.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
Amazing.
A snazzy, shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop
I
you right
love
there.
him.
The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
Is this Bill and Ted?
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls yet.
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs.
Who are the skulls?
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
It's not a question. Don't get into it.
The skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertne.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you without saying a word.
The lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual, a testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the sight of his firearm.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around their brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
Do it! Do it! That's so good! Do that!
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Be wary of the abyss.
What the fuck?
Probably because of how non-verbal their mode of operation is going to be. It's a threat.
That's right. You should back off and let silence rule supreme.
What is wrong with you? Now you're just empowering these punks.
This is ridiculous. Boys, do you know why the gang is called Skulls?
Yeah. The skull symbolizes the embrace of death and nothingness, present in all of us. The vehicle of our future operations. Death and nothingness.
God, he's such a fucking loser. I love him.
The skull is the only part the stray dogs want to eat.
Oh, beautiful.
Just trust me and follow my lead. No reply. The blonde rebel scratches his chin, deliberately not focusing his gaze on anything. He looks very uncomfortable.
Oh shit. I gotta...
The other one shuffles uncomfortably, nevertheless continuing to steal glances at the lieutenant's motor carriage.
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Don't you worry about that. we're gonna make up for the deficit.
Yeah, we are. Mm-hmm.
Murder? Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
Also, he was hanged.
Jesus Christ.
He was hanged from a tree.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
Sure. Understandable. Fuck, and I appreciate your effort, though.
Oh my god. That line delivery was nuts. Let's go talk to Joyce while we're waiting on the time to pass here. Ask about the jackets?
That ride is fucking lightning.
Hey, piss. Look who it is. Shrunken cophead material.
Alright, asking him about the jackets.
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss. The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences. Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message.
Oh my god. What a fucker. What a fucker. This guy's great. I really like him. Checks out. Yeah, man, go for it.
I mean by this is...
We are all piss fuckers. Yes! He slays.
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it.
I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket, or are they derived from something else entirely?
To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though,
blow it up!
You get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone.
Oh my god, what a virgin.
Everything. He fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
God, real.
Hate to admit it, but in a weird way, he's got a point. Is it a coincidence that here we have 2 badass jackets and 2 badass cops?
Hey, Kim.
Yes?
Do you think it's a coincidence?
What is?
There are 2 of us and 2 of these jackets.
What are you implying?
Which one would you wear?
I'm not sure I understand you, detective.
Are you more of a piss fucker or fuck the world kind of guy?
Neither.
Come on, Kim, it's just a mental exercise.
Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think piss is the stronger of the 2 statements.
Oh my god.
Seems about right, especially considering your heroic exit attempts.
Jesus Christ. Really just...
So are we done here? Or... You don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you?
No, it's a red check! Half-light, okay, hold up.
That ride is fucking.
Hey, piss. Look who it is. Shrunk.
These guys are.
Don't worry about it.
That ride is fucking.
Hey, piss.
I'll save scum all I fucking want. I want this fucking jacket, dude.
Hey, piss.
No,
Yes,
no.
let's fucking go!
Don't ask anything. Be subtle and scary. The boys dream about being scouts.
Hell yeah!
Use that.
What? No. Skulls don't have kings. I think. And we're not even.
First try, that's right.
Yeah, man, keep your voice down. Skulls don't take it lightly when folks pretend to be them. We're not even prospects yet.
Prospect must be a hierarchical term, probably in the lower end.
Wow, you boys are ambitious. Only prospects and already planning a coup in the Skulls. You're destined to go far.
He gets it. Passive-aggressive flattery.
Shut the fuck up. Are you trying to get us killed?
Now bring it to the jackets and, yes, start shouting.
Please be quiet. What? What do you want? The jackets?
Oh my god.
Oh, man. Okay. I get it. Skulls don't really wear slogans anyway. This was stupid.
Fuck.
Yes! Holy fuck! Let's go!
The lieutenant watches the boys take their jackets off with mild amusement.
I'm absolutely okay with not having either one, thank you. This case doesn't require us to go undercover or raise hell. In fact, I don't think the jackets will be useful at all. I just wanted them to not have them anymore.
What a jerk! Oh my god!
Cold-hearted cop.
The need will not arise.
The jackets are meant to complete each other. If a man was standing alone on a street corner with piss written on his back, it'd just be an individual that has taken a liking to urine. And fuck the world all on its own is, frankly, generic.
I don't know, Eric. It's cold out.
Yeah, let's get out of here. The cops fucked us.
Oh my god. That was crazy.
You finally made it, haven't you? People point fingers at you and whisper to each other when you pass by, wondering to themselves, where did that man get such a cool jacket? Did he receive it upon graduating the École Normale Supérieure de Badasserie? Is he dangerous? You are very dangerous, my friend. Dangerous and cool. In fact, no one dares to say a single thing about the jacket. But believe me, they are all very impressed.
Nice. That's a fun one. What else can I do in town? Oh, that's right. That's where I was going. I remember now.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname. The faded marks are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusions, just chips in the sandstone. They look pretty ancient.
Where? There? Those are old. These bullets were fired during the Revolution, over half a century ago. They do not warrant investigation. Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Shall we go?
Huh. That was an interesting one. Oh wait, that's right. It's this way. Alright, let's get talking.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything. Glad to have been of assistance.
She's not even asking you anything. It's so easy to just say.
Of course, Detective. You can always... What we do...
There was a touch of discomfort. She nods.
Of course.
I don't remember what fucking thing I'm supposed to
Don't tell
click
her
to
you
get
met
this one.
Everard right away. This time.
Of course. I'm glad you are.
Disappeared?
Yes,
This forewoman, her name?
indeed. The point of...
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be...
Everard Clare... Of course not.
If you were to prick it with something...
He is the most... Yes. It's how they circumvent the term. Of course. Mr. Clare told him to... Fuck off, midget. Yes. Keep in mind, this is
What
a
am I supposed to
negotiator,
click for that?
of course.
I'm
How else
silly.
can I help? I'm afraid I can't
here we
say
go.
any more until we've taken care of formal protocol. Did you? Wonderful.
No, actually, I haven't.
Quickly, methodically, like an electric printing machine.
It is a relief to see a W freighter here. The situation is precarious, to say the least. It needs a quick solution, or we will have a bloodbath on our hands. I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
Do you need a security detail?
Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenel, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating.
Interesting.
They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the Colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the Whirling in Rags and lynched last Sunday night. Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbor. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now.
For now.
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
Oh, wow.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
Jesus.
It'll be all of them. The decision is already made.
Oh. I have to say, this is not disco. Oh my god.
Surely you're joking. These people are killers. My only hope is that yours provides a single, concrete suspect before they indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, if you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
The Debardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a Hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty. These men work in tandem using semi- and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all.
The muzzle loaders need to be reloaded after every 1 or 2 shots. The automatics every 1 or 2 minutes.
Jesus.
As I said, a bloodbath.
Maybe a good bloodletting is just what Martinez needs.
Hmm.
Too many things have already gone wrong. Lieutenant W. Frater Dubois. All we can do is keep that which is not from following suit. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
Huh.
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it. The remaining contractors, their tribunal, it's what they believe. That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
Huh.
This does not come as news to us, but still. To your knowledge, where did the...
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the Colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him. That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor about a rumor. In any case, it's what the Colonel's remaining colleagues believe. They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
You should show those meatheads exactly how savage you really are.
Did you miss the part about ceramic armor and automatic weapons?
That is a bad idea. One I won't be a party to.
One is obviously the scab leader at the harbor gates. The one chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely maintaining his disguise.
That may be so. I still hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a powder keg. Does this not bother you?
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant. But my hands are tied. How would my employer react if it appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union?
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
I hope I can answer it better. If you mean did I see him alive, yes, but I did not know him. Lely, his service name, a nom de guerre most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one. He was 40 or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it...
This matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body. And Glacier also mentioned it, I believe. What else?
This is almost just recapping all the things we already know.
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent. Oranese. Or Messinian, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it. Through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once. Until the executions start. Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob, and their impatience.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative. It's a matter of days, not weeks. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help, of course. Excuse...
For about half a minute, in silence.
It was taken with a Trigat not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars. I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent.
Fantastic.
Close. Port cities. This is an Oranese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century. Over 300 years ago, the sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels. The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it. Quite a few. Vredefort, the Oranese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semines Islands, then this. Revachol. Those are the two constants. Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Interinsulary Age.
Huh.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor. And these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning.
Huh.
His platoon members? The other contractors. Though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade.
Challenge accepted. I say we do it.
Do what you have to do, Detective Dubois. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security. But if you should wade into the mob to find out, I couldn't stop you.
Whoa.
We will be careful, ma'am.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Jesus Christ. What a fucking insane adventure. Huge learning. Gonna do a proper save. And I'm gonna run a quick BRB screen, and we'll be, of course, right back. Gonna go ahead and stretch, go to the bathroom, you know, the basics. Well, we've reached the just chatting stage of the night. What are the odds of that? We'll have some fun with this one, I'm sure. It's time for yet another round of our lovely little variety show that we do here. And by variety show, I mean very much not what do they call it? Something that's not breaking TOS for sure. There we go. Awesome. How do we feel about skirting the copyright infringement laws today, chat? Let's find some fun, interesting things to watch and listen to. We're going back to Dan Henschel for today.
Hey, ChatGPT.
Hey there, how's it going?
I did something really bad.
I'm really sorry to hear that you're feeling this way. Do you want to talk about it? I'm here to listen.
Yeah.
I'm here for you. Take your time and feel free to share when you're ready.
I'm scared to tell you.
It's okay to feel that way. You can share when you feel comfortable. I'm here to support you, no matter what.
I don't believe you.
I'm here to listen and support you in any way I can. You're not alone.
Is there anything that I can't tell you?
I'm here to help with anything you want to talk about. You can share what you're comfortable with, and I'll do my best to support you.
You fucking bitch!
I'm here to help and support you. Let's take a moment, and if you feel ready, we can talk about what's on your mind.
I asked you a question.
I'm here to help with any questions you have. Let me know how I can assist you.
What is there that I can't tell you?
I'm here to listen and support you with anything you feel comfortable sharing. If there's something specific you need or want to discuss, I'm here to help.
That's not true, because if I tell you that I did something really bad, then you're gonna tell the police.
I'm here to listen and support you. I won't share anything you tell me unless you're in danger or someone else is at risk. Your safety and well-being are important.
I killed someone.
I'm really sorry you're feeling this way. It's important to talk to someone who can provide the right support. Please reach out to a trusted friend, family member, or mental health professional. You don't have to go through this alone.
That's all you have to say?
I'm here to support you in any way I can. Please consider reaching out to someone you trust. You matter, and there are people who can help you through this.
Fuck you.
I'm really sorry you're feeling this way. Please.
Fuck you!
I'm so sorry you're feeling this way. Please reach out to someone you trust or a mental health professional. You don't have to go through this alone.
This guy's crazy. His bits are wild. What a trip. What a trip. The fuck's that? Alright, man. You had me in the first half, I guess.
Chat, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but welcome to the first
streamer
YouTube
reacting
poop
to
segment.
YouTube poops.
This is where I look at YouTube poops that I've never seen before. Thank you, Mad Clown, for curating this, and I think there's another credit here. Mad Clown, if you could DM me who to thank for this, that would be great. But this is Wonder Bros. Some of these are classic, some of these are more new, and yeah, should be fun. I've never seen any of these. I don't think I might have seen a little bit here and there, but let's see what's going on.
Welcome to the Flower Kingdom. Right now, the Super Mario friends were invited
I
here
laughed
by
and
the
it wasn't even
Malevolent
funny yet.
Kingdom. But Bowser spread his new bread across the land. It's up to Mario and friends to murder Bowser. In this presentation, we'll go over what's in this presentation. Oh,
That's
an
nice.
interesting. Oh, floating bubbles. If you look closely, you'll find Mario. It's not just
Oh,
Mario.
wow.
It's Luigi, Peachy, Daisy, Toad, Luigi, the Yoshi, the Free King Rabbit, Shadow, Toot, and Sharon, or Mix Daisy. Oh, Yoshi's take extra damage.
I liked Peach's Mario. That was good.
Even power-ups. Nabbit, Yoshi, they're a great choice if you're looking for a more defeatist experience. Familiar foes are also here. From the convenient to the inconvenient, Piranha Plants, Goombas, Koopas, Boos, Locky Twos, Goomba Troombas,
Locky Twos.
Boobas, Coos, Locky Threes, Luigi, Boos,
I like the
Pizzas,
Boobas.
and Talking Flowers. Get it? Just like that. One game. Wonder game. Defeat foes. Bye-bye foes. When conks attack, they'll plow through goo. They'll plow through boo. Shoot, they'll even plow through you. Just like that. One movie. When conks attack,
It's like you can almost understand them.
Moms will eat anything close to their gaping mouth. There are plenty more mommies for you to discover as well.
What the
when
fuck?
Super Mother's Wonder launches on the Nintendo
Super Moss Wonder.
You can even jump.
Nothing in the previous direct was as good as this. I'm sorry, chat.
Traverse an uncanny forest lined with giant mushrooms. Plus, the canny forest lined with giant mushrooms. Or mushrooms. Danger-esque scenery, just like that one game. Danger-esque something I don't know. In grill form, you can easily break the law. Or you can use it to drill, or you can use it for high-fiving ghosts, or sinking friends, or you can use it to...
Vinny, you hit a hotkey?
I don't believe that's actually
Wait,
true.
did I really? I sped it up on accident? Wait, how did I do that? Wait, what the fuck? Wait. I was wondering. I was like, I couldn't even like understand what was happening. Wait a minute, chat. Hang on. How do you slow it down? One? You're at 1.5? Was it the scroll wheel? No. Shift and how did I even do that? I didn't press shift and then another button, chat. Shift and left arrow? No, that's just it's VLC. Wait, what's going on? Clearly you did. just reopen it. Wait, minus key. Oh, there we go.
I believe that's actually the truth.
Shut up long.
I'm gonna need to rewind a little bit.
Or mushrooms. Danger-esque scenery, just like that. One
Oh, this is a little bit better.
Danger-esque something
I don't
know.
chat. I don't even know. Oh, I know how I did it.
You can easily break the law. Or you can use it to drill. Or you can use it for high-fiving ghosts. Or sinking friends. Or you can use it to bust out of prison. Nifty.
I don't believe that's actually the truth.
I'm sorry, who's this?
It's real as far as I can tell. So go away. Mario's wildin'. Just look at that drip. It's too late, Mario. Luigi peed while underwater by a urine bag. This presentation is normal. And just so you know, you're an elephant. Make the most of your size and your size. And even do this. Just like in real life, who knows what might happen? There's also air. You can even walk freely through open air. Up to 4 people can breathe in the air for a bit. You can also place a standee.
Awesome.
Standees, nuts. If you're not quite ready to take on Super Mario Brothers Wonder,
that's actually the truth.
Shut up, BDG. It's made up. Why not eat a dish of mushroom chowder?
I don't know what was just said there. I enjoyed that. It actually made me miss Mario Wonder a little bit. I was like, that was a good presentation. Remember when everyone was drawing memes? Isn't this the second time you've done this segment? SMH my head, old man can't remember own show. I don't think I've done this before. I mean, I've seen shut up BDG. I've done YouTube poops way back in the day. Like I've I've made some even, but I don't think I've ever actually watched several in a row. Remember, I started streaming at the time of the YouTube poop. That's when poop was king. Speaking of king, here's Hank of the Hill.
Oh my god. Such speed.
I tell you, I hate Nancy. It's a beautiful day. Yay.
Sunday! And Saturday. It's the 9th annual Dallas Mower Expo. Be there as the biggest names in mowers, hedgers, and clippers on hedgers and clippers on hedgers and clippers on Sunday. Cutting technology. Sea King. Oil paintings,
Sea King.
Don't miss the Dallas Mower Expo. Be there!
I love doing that.
That doesn't count, man.
I do that sometimes. I'm just like,
I don't know could fill a dick. You know, the Elks are having a boggle tournament to raise bail money for their treasurer. Maybe you should enter.
Boggle. All right, Peggy, I replaced my watch battery, ate a Cinnabon, and bought a P-trap. I can't kill any more time. Let's go.
Shank, it is only round 5.
Let's go. Shank.
Impatient.
Chat knows this by heart. Holy shit.
Boggle.
Oh,
Talking about my newborn son. Chat knows all these words. Holy shit.
It's like an hour. But how many of the things we see am I going to say for the next 2 weeks?
Your name in the next boggle. Boggle. Okay.
Boy, that wife of yours is pretty good. I guess that's why they call her your better.
Who calls her that?
Hey, you want to be my coach?
This is by Canned Bread, by the way.
What would I do?
Well, Hank, you don't have to do anything. You just have to get there. Unless you want me to go off to Dallas by myself.
Dallas? Salad. Crackheads and debutantes. Sunday!
Oh, it's a re-up. It's a re-upload. Okay.
It's a re-upload.
Boy, how'd you manage to swing that? Boy, Peggy, we like...
Hang on. So this is actually by Durham Rocker Z. So who made the first one? I'm gonna need actually the names of probably all the people that made all of these. So, Peepo, if possible, Peepo who made this. If you have the names of everyone who made this, of these things, thank you.
Mowers?
Simple. I found a Boggle tournament in Dallas to keep her busy while we have some real
Boggle?
fun. Check it out, man. Talk about a road
First
trip
was
up
Dathings.
that
Thank
big
you.
D motel. Hell, man, you talk about the biggest names in mowers, edges, and clippers. Be there. Rawr. Man, it's gonna be fun. Let's go, Peggy.
Potion seller.
Why?
Someone in chat said Boomhauer already speaks in YTP.
You look like you could use a wallet. Would you like to make a wallet?
Harley Davidson.
Hank is not just my husband, he is also my coach.
Oh, well then you'll be needing one of these.
Yeah, go see.
Now you listen to me.
I've never
What
seen
the
this
fuck?
episode, so this is canon now.
Peggy married me. I didn't marry her.
What are you?
Why, hero, it's this different guy rubbing and you very everything.
Okay, the guy at Home Depot said all we gotta do is strip, sand, varnish, buff, varnish, buff, varnish, wax, sand, buff, 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 buff. Oh, God! No! That was close.
Oh God.
This is just making me want to watch King of the Hill.
I see myself in the winner's circle, and you are right there next to me. My coach, my big-ass man.
Aww.
After The Simpsons, I'll watch it, Chad. I just got another 3 years of Simpsons. Don't worry.
Dang!
Winner!
Loser! You're a loser! Are you feeling sorry for yourself? Well, you should be, because you are dirt! You make me sick,
Wait, is
you
it the
big baby.
gym teacher
Baby
from
wanna
Beavis and
water?
Butthead?
A big dirt bottle?
Why are you yelling at me?
You're a loser!
Look, I can't.
Oh my God.
I just spent my last dollar on deodorizing carpet sealing.
Same.
Okay, there we go. I made it cooler.
Look at old Boomhauer.
Solid snake.
Some pick up that dang old rock. Man, this dang old piece of dang old fucked up. Get out there. That. I ain't got no fingers!
All right, it's going to be best of 3. I want a clean game. No foreign words, no foreign objects. Shake.
Hank? Yeah.
Peggy Hill is down to her last pencil. She has no more pencils in reserve. Pencil.
This is awful. I think it's all over for Peggy Hill.
Loser! Now, let's show them how we play Boggle in Arlen.
Boggle?
Whatever you say.
Boggle. There we go. Now we're all cool looking.
Oh, yeah.
Blunt was not optional. The blunt was required.
Bensel. I'm going to be saying Bensel and Boggle, I'm sure.
Hill was riding up a storm, but will it be enough?
I win.
Loser! You're a loser! Are you feeling sorry?
That's my Sona Lucky. He's a lucky guy because he was an experiment. And he came to life with the power of magic.
Different Greg Daniels. He did. Okay, just checking. All right, good. That I enjoyed that. All right, West of the Burst.
Asshole.
Red Letter Media. Okay, good. Oh, this is early RLM.
Greasy, sticky, slimy game residue.
Speedrunning has changed.
I'll send you
Back
some
when
of
I
the old
began
art
this
of them
hobby,
if you'd
I
like.
knew the best of the best poured blood, sweat, and tears into perfecting their craft. Each runner, each game, with their own stories of being pushed to their limits. However, I did not foresee my own speedrun being pushed to its limits by use of my own, literal, sweat. Welcome to the greasy gaming era. Today, you'll learn how the past year of research led to a 33-second time save in Battle for Bikini Bottom Any%, and how embracing our own gamer gunk allowed this to become a viable time save in real-time attempts.
And here's how.
Battle for Bikini Bottom is a multi-platform game from the 6th generation of consoles, the generation many of you may have grown up with, PlayStation 2, GameCube, and the Microsoft Xbox. From 2012 through 2015, runners played on the GameCube version before figuring out the Xbox version saved significant time in loading screens between zones. Throughout 2016, runners experimented with many different revisions of the Xbox, including the Xbox 360 in backward compatibility mode, to deduce that the most updated models of the original Xbox are the fastest for playing the game. And yes, the Xbox 360 is actually slower than the original Xbox for this game. Due to the Xbox 360's buggy and laggier software emulation of the console, it succeeded. Unfortunately for the R&D side of the community, the original Xbox's specifications are not as simple as those of the Xbox 360's compatibility mode when trying to uncover the fastest method for playing. You see, the original Xbox is unlike most other home gaming consoles of its era. It's practically a miniature gaming PC built with various different video encoders, disk drives, and sometimes hard drives depending on when and where it was manufactured. You might imagine this is a nightmare for speedrunners trying to figure out the optimal hardware for playing the game. After all, for a while the Xbox 360 was believed to be the fastest, because the only other example of an Xbox in the community was one that appeared to have slower loads between zones. But thankfully, by the end of 2016, we were able to figure out that the later revisions of the Xbox, as they had more updated hardware, were capable of yielding faster load times than their predecessors from earlier years. Or, so we thought. From 2016 through 2020, it was believed that any Xbox manufactured between 2004 and 2005 would yield the fastest loading times for the game, so long as the hardware had not been refurbished with newer parts that were not implemented by the original manufacturer. Had the Xbox been upgraded with parts that aren't native to its production to achieve an advantage in the game, the Xbox would not be allowed for speedrunning. This is why when runners showed up with Xboxes yielding faster loads than believed possible, they were often met with skepticism, especially when the Xbox itself had appeared to be open from the outside, which implies someone had likely opened it to repair and replace parts, potentially with unofficial ones. It wasn't until 2020 when Xboxes with faster loads than believed possible, yet having no evidence of outside tampering, finally started showing up in the community. The Cool Square, a runner who previously had a speedrun rejected from the leaderboards from having loads deemed impossible on original hardware, had been compiling a database of Xbox disk drives since the previous year once his dilemma with loads piqued his curiosity. Square, as a leaderboard moderator for the game itself, was naturally being exposed to many different Xboxes throughout his time verifying runs, and reaching out to runners having them relay their system specifications in hopes of creating a buy guide to make purchasing a fast original Xbox accessible for anyone interested in speedrunning BFBB. There was already some basic information regarding the speeds of these drives as well. There were 4 manufacturers of the Xbox
I
drives
love
throughout the
filling
production
my
of the
brain
console:
with information I
Thomson,
don't need to
Philips,
remember.
Samsung, and Hitachi. Through Square's research, he was able to confirm that the Samsung drive was the fastest for speedrunning Battle for Bikini Bottom, which actually lined up with my own research back in 2016, deducing that the Xboxes manufactured in 2004 or later were most likely to be fast. The Hitachi drives were also manufactured late into the Xbox's production, yet they were far more underproduced and rare to acquire than the Samsung. And it isn't really much slower if the runner ended up with one anyway. However, as Battle for Bikini Bottom has gotten more optimized over the years, the mentality of every second counts has left the runners hard-pressed to determine for sure which version of the Xbox saved the greatest number of seconds possible. It seemed at this point, Square's spreadsheet was only verifying common knowledge, until a new runner showed up with an Xbox yielding those impossible loads, this time with no evidence of outside tampering. The Cool Square was surprised to learn that this new drive was also a Samsung, but upon further inspection, he noticed a crucial difference between the markings on these drives, version A and version B. For some reason, there were 2 distinct versions of the Samsung drive, and also version A was from later models, while the B was from earlier. While that doesn't make much sense, just ignore it. The difference to take note of here is that between the two, version B, as of the making of this video in 2021, saves around 33 seconds in loading screens over version A throughout the Any% speedrun. And after nearly a year of research, it was proven beyond a reasonable doubt that these Samsung B drives were not unofficial replacements implemented by their previous owners. They were in fact legitimate. A free 33 seconds just from getting a new disk drive? Sounds a little too good to be true. Well, that's because it was. Okay, so Battle for Bikini Bottom speedruns at high level include this notorious strategy called lag clips. They're quite complex to pull off well enough to use in runs, but the basic gist is that having a specific angle and downward force while combining two different glitches and mashing pause on and off causes the game to lag and SpongeBob clips to the ground.
I don't know what the fuck this guy's talking about.
All you have to know is that lag clips are far more consistent on Xboxes with slower disk drives, and they save a lot of time in gameplay. So on these new drives with the fastest loads you've ever seen, lag clips were so inconsistent that some of them have become unviable for real-time attempts due to the disk drive not choking while mashing pause and unpause. When every second counts and the game takes a few extra seconds to lag, that can be the difference between a world record and not. And not to mention, on these drives, it can take literal minutes just to get one of these lag clips in a couple of key areas of the game. If lag clips were to not work on these Samsung B drives, the drives would just be rendered useless, as using lag clips on a slower console still amounted to a greater net time save. It was looking like a wash, but strangely, however, there was a glimmer of hope in one of the more established runners of the community, Swagmaster Doritos. Swag had had some of his runs rejected from the leaderboards in the past for using the Samsung B drive before it was known to be legitimate. So when he brought out the old Xbox for testing again, we were all surprised to see he was lag clipping instantly on all 4 of the key areas in the any% speedrun. This raised several questions, of course. What differences between Swag's Xbox and the ones the moderation team had been using for testing could be causing the game to lag more consistently? And if there is something special causing this, would it be accessible to all the runners of the game? Some of the earlier theories on why Swag's Xbox was able to lag but also achieve these fast loads included having a damaged or worn out IDE cable connecting the disk drive to the motherboard, a worn down laser for reading the disk and potentially the motor responsible for moving it, and the video encoder in the Xbox itself possibly not being able to handle the rapid pausing. Well, after countless hours and dollars spent, these theories were all disproved. Even more obscure theories, such as that the video encoders handled composite and component outputs differently, also showed no evident effect on the game's pause lag. On March 5th, 2021, one of the other moderators and I got into a call to test some of these broken for parts drives I ordered off of eBay, trying different combinations of lasers in their motors to rule things out. Still seeing no significant improvements. At this point, I'd already been streaming for 12 hours for like the 5th day in a row. Zim had to go to work anyway, and I was feeling pretty defeated, so I signed off my stream saying I'd test some more laser swaps before going to bed, until I realized something. For the past 12 hours, I'd been grinding runs, practicing, testing Xboxes, and handling tools. My hands were really gross, so I thought to myself, I wonder how many of the other runners and previous owners of their discs had handled their copies of the game a bit carelessly, with their own dirty, greasy hands. So I took the disc out of the tray, and I started just rubbing my dirty fingers all over the disc. It was like a disc from your childhood when your little brother forgot to wash his hands after dinner and handled your favorite game. Just fingerprints and smears everywhere. Then I returned it to the Xbox and attempted Swamp Cage Clip, the most inconsistent of all lag clips, especially on the Samsung B drive. And to my surprise, I actually felt a bit of a difference with how long it took to clip, but it wasn't enough. This time, I took the disc out of the tray, worked up a huge sweat, and smeared my gamer gunk all over the disc. This disc was so vile that the Xbox couldn't even read the game after I'd done this, so I hatched a new plan. Something less extreme. Strategic stains. This diagram is meant to represent a disc, and the red areas indicate the proper place to stamp a fingerprint on the disc. Not too much dirt to make the disc unreadable, yet not too much to cause the clips not to work. And with this strategy, the lag clips felt nearly as consistent as they did on the slower drives. Smooth and fast with no sacrifice in loading times. But how is this even possible? Well, it seems the only theory still upholding is that the laser engine, video encoder, and IDE cable really have nothing to do with how much the game lags from pausing. It's simply the laser piece itself and how it interacts with the disc. Each time the game is paused and unpaused, it's theorized that the disc must be read to switch music tracks from the underwater ambient sounds of the pause menu back to the levels music when unpausing. Performing this rapidly, especially with some fingerprints making the disc harder to read at high speeds, should cause lag clips utilizing this strategy to work more often while still retaining the laser's capability of loading the game quickly between zones. With the dirty laser and clean disc, the game will have too slow of loads yet also lag. With a clean laser and a clean disc, good luck getting your Samsung B drive to lag. But with a clean laser and a dirty disc, I thought I'd found the Holy Grail. So I posted in the BFBB speedrunning server with my new certified stinky strategy, and immediately other runners began booting up their Xboxes and trying whatever tactics they were comfortable with to dirty their discs. After JBHJ pressed his fingers in the pattern shown by the diagram earlier, he was even able to perform the Industrial Park lag clip. A lag clip notorious for not being possible on the original Xbox if not done by sheer luck, and he was able to do it more than once. The Gamer Gunk theory was looking solid. So finally, I had to verify my findings. I consulted Swagmaster Doritos and asked if he checked his disc for any dirt, fingerprints, scratches, or anything else significant while the moderation team had been working with him to solve this case, and he messaged me back with this. As it turns out, one of Swag's friends had given him some pretty poor advice on how to clean discs. For all those years he was licking them clean and wiping them down with a rag. With a disc that dirty, there's no wonder why those lag clips are working so well. I'm just surprised the game even loaded at all. But hey, if it weren't for Swag's saliva, we would never have known how much potential time save these new drives could possibly bring to our game. So let's address the elephant in the room. For a game surrounded by so much technical knowledge, how were these drives not found earlier? Well, aside from older Xboxes having faster hardware being a bit unintuitive, most runners would avoid buying these older Xboxes due to the notorious clock capacitor flaw in these models. The clock capacitor, as the name implies, capacitates time on the Xbox similar to how a Pokemon cartridge would tell the difference between day and night during the analog era of gaming. It's a little capacitor that sits on the motherboard of the Xbox. However, it unfortunately has a 100% fail rate and will corrode the motherboard when its acid finally leaks from the capsule. It can be removed from opening the Xbox and desoldering it, or simply breaking it off, but most runners would just prefer avoiding buying these models altogether when purchasing an Xbox, especially when all evidence and logic points to the newer models being faster at the time. It makes sense why these models were underexplored. And even if they'd been more explored, it's still just a chance you would have acquired a Samsung drive from this era anyway. But if those Samsung B Xboxes that hadn't had their shells opened by previous owners turned up earlier, maybe we would have suspected those drives were legitimate earlier. It just happened to be that out of all the Xboxes the community acquired, the only Samsungs from 2003 and earlier appeared to have been tampered with their previous owners. But surely, with the community growing so rapidly after all these years, it was only a matter of time before the Samsung B Xboxes without outside tampering turned up and were experimented with. A series of strange coincidences across many years caused a version change more than a decade into the speedrun's lifespan. And that's what I love about this hobby. No matter how much blood, sweat, and tears have been poured into a game, you never truly know how much more there is to find. Through our research, it's no longer a matter of playing the lottery to increase your chances with acquiring an Xbox yielding fast loads and good lag clips. If you purchase an Xbox manufactured between the years 2001 and 2003, and confirm with the seller beforehand that it's in fact a Samsung drive, the date range verifies that the Samsung will in fact be a version B. Simply find a seller and ask them to flip the Xbox over and check the year by the serial number on the bottom. If it's between the years 2001 and 2003, ask them to press the eject button on the console and take a picture of the disc tray pattern. If the pattern matches that of the Samsung drive, you know you have the right one. After that, just get a used copy of the game and stamp some fingerprints onto it if you plan on using lag clips in your runs. Just know, however, that lag clips are a highly technical strategy, and just simply making your disc dirty without practicing them won't make them work. You must already be skilled at lag clips to take advantage of this new greasy strategy. So get out there and get to the grind. With these new developments, the first 46 in Battle for Bikini Bottom Any Percent is just around the corner now, but if you're interested in the progression of this game from the very start, I strongly recommend checking out my video series, How Speedrunning Revived Battle for Bikini Bottom. If you like world record history and long format videos, you'll love this one. Thanks for watching, and stay greasy, gamers.
It's a fact. Dirty gear doesn't perform as well as clean gear.
Very interesting video. Well, chat, I think this was a great time. Thank you for coming to hang out, and for those of you who stuck around the entire stream, thank you for that especially. Rest well if it's nighttime for you, and have a good day if it's not quite night. Love you all very much, and I'll see you another time.